This is Andi Purewal for ID Boxing. We are here in Las Vegas and I'm joined by WBC World Champion Jesse Rodriguez. Jesse, firstly, how are you?
I'm good. Very excited for Saturday night.
Jesse, your rise over this past year has been phenomenal. Could you ever imagine going back to your victory on the Garcia Martin card, it would lead you to be in this position where you've jumped up 2 weights, won a world title, then beat somebody like Gonzalez, stopped Gonzalez, and you are very much the man of those lower divisions now?
Yeah, it's crazy. When I was scheduled to fight in February, it was on the Carlos Cuadras versus Rungvisai card. I was scheduled for a 10-round fight, and it was just that's when Rungvisai got sick, and they asked me to replace him, and ever since then my life has changed.
I spoke to Robert about you on the Sandor Martin card when you fought and you won and you made your statement there, and he just continued to exclaim how special of a talent you are. He backs you to go right to the top, to be a 4 or 5 weight multi-weight world champion. When you have somebody like him in your corner giving you such praise, what does that mean to you?
It means everything to me. Growing up as a little kid, I always saw Robert on HBO and Showtime with his fighters. So, I've always wanted to be trained by him, and for the day to finally be here, and I'm his world champion now, and for him to say all that about me, it's crazy how life works out.
Israel Gonzalez on Saturday night, the next man you have to defend your title against, which you have proudly strapped around your shoulder. What challenges does he pose? Because he has competed at world level before and given a good account of himself.
Yeah, he's very crafty. He moves a lot. He has a long reach. He's taller than me, so we'll see how that goes. But I've been saying this the whole week. I'm Bam Rodriguez. I'm a special fighter, and he's never seen anyone like me. Yes, he's fought for the title 3 times, but those champions that he fought, they're not like me.
If you produce the type of performance you have over your last couple of fights, Bam, do you feel you very much so should be staking a claim and should be classed or in consideration to the very least to be fighter of the year?
Yeah, after this performance, people are going to have no question that I am fighter of the year. They're going to look at me and they're going to say, yeah, that's fighter of the year.
Bam, you're obviously a name that's on the tip of the tongues of pretty much any fighter. I'm sure they'd love to fight you because of how good of a fighter you are. So, provided Saturday goes to plan, what next for you? Do you think we'll see you move back down in weight, or?
We do plan on going back down. We'll see how Saturday night goes. That's the main focus as of right now. So after September 17th, we'll see where we go from there.
Mr. Sonny Edwards, now see, I'm from the UK. He's been calling for a fight with yourself. This was going to be, he wanted to face you after Martinez. Not sure what's happening with that fight now, but do you think you could face Sonny Edwards at some point in the future?
Of course, I believe next year is the year for that fight. I'm going to travel to the UK and fight him out there in his hometown or his home country. It doesn't matter. That's a fight that people want to see, and people are going to be excited for that when it comes.
What do you make of Sonny as a fighter? How much of him have you looked at?
I've seen, just little clips here and there. He's a slick fighter, but I've also seen that he's been hurt, so it'll be a very interesting fight.
Eddie said to me earlier as well that he'd love to make you versus the winner of Chocolatito and Estrada. Now, I know yourself and Chocolatito we've taken and most probably will not face each other, but do you think there's any chance, if Chocolatito beats Estrada, that you and him could share a ring?
It's hard to tell. Like you said, we're taking promotions, so it'll be a very hard fight to make, I believe, but like I said, the main focus is September 17th. I haven't even thought about, after this fight because I'm so focused on this one.
I know Chocolatito is somebody you looked up to as well as many of the guys who did at those lower weights. What in particular for you made him your idol?
I wouldn't necessarily say he was my idol or anything, but I did, admire what he did for the lower weight class. He brought attention back down to the lower weight classes. So, just that, what he did for the lower weight classes is what I admire and appreciate.
How special of a fight do you feel it could be then if you shared the ring with him because of everything you've just said?
Yeah, it'll be a legend versus an up-and-coming champion, so it'll be a fight that people want to see.
Bam, just before I let you go, obviously Robert was in the corner of Anthony Joshua's out in Saudi Arabia. He fell short on the night, but I've seen since when Robert said he wants AJ to go out and train with you guys in Oxnard. He wants to spend a couple months with him. What advice would you give to him and suggest him as to why that would be a beneficial move to being in amongst yourself and the rest of the camp?
Being around the fighters at the gym is just more motivating, and I know how it feels to train by yourself, like Anthony Joshua was. It's not it's not as motivating as when you're around other fighters that are just as hungry as you, and champions that are just as hungry. So for him to come out here and train with us, I believe it'll benefit him for the better.
Bam, before I let you go, you got a final message to anybody who's going to tune in on Saturday and know what to expect?
It's going to be a spectacular performance, and this fight is going to take me from being a star to being a superstar, and my life's gonna change even more after this.
I have to squeeze one as well. I forgot to ask you about the main event, Canelo-Golovkin 3. What are your thoughts on their trilogy bout?
It's gonna be a very good fight, but I believe Canelo, he's coming back hungry off of that loss, and you know, you can't count Golovkin out. He still has that power. He's still a very great fighter. So isn't it turn out to be a very great fight for the fans?
All right, Bam, I appreciate that, and good luck on Saturday. Thank you for speaking to me in ID Boxing.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate your time.